knows the trick. As long as you do exercise and you burn all that sugar, it's gonna be good. And as long as you did a booze on the last previous years as you were growing up, right? If you are boozing already like you should not have it. And then you should quit. That's the point about life and about humans. Everything in moderation is good for you, right? You just don't need to abuse this. Right? And there's certain things in life that is very addictive. Because they release so many dopamine in your brain that you wanna only feel that way. Right? And then that's the problem sometimes. And people cannot control that effect. About Oreo, for example. They want to eat every day. Right? And every day a package of sugar like that, Oreo, that's not gonna be good for you in a few years. That's why, and then if the point is, if you can eat 2 or 3, and then after a week you eat 2 or 3 again, and after 1 month you eat again, you're gonna be fine, right? Nothing gonna happen to you as long as you do some exercise and eat healthy every day. You can have those things, but if you did not abuse the previous years in your life, right? Because if you did abuse those substances in the previous years, and now you feel your body's changing and the way you think is changing, you should quit this for many, many years to come, right? That was weird. We did a new music on Saturday. Let me put it for you guys. They call Million. Yeah, get broccoli over here. How many people do you think get the broccoli like this and the tasty? You enjoy eating this, right? How many people do you think there is? Only if you want to become fit. Only if you have your mind right. Right? Because it's so easy. Go in the supermarket and buy a package of Oreo and kill it. Right? But what it's gonna feel? You feel slow. You feel your mind's a little poisony. That's how many sugar, but that's 300 grams of sugar. Right? Can spike up your energy, but as soon as this finish, you're gonna go down again. And then you gotta eat another package. And if you keep on doing this for many, many years, you feel your body's changing and not in a good way. And it's not only outside for people can see, it's inside as well. Your veins, right? Your heart, your liver. So it's only about choices, right? So good. Yeah, everything that you start to abuse, that's not gonna be good. Believe me, I've been down that road abusing substances. And you can feel your body's change, you change, your mind is changed. And then everything's about, it's the energy that you have, right? But there is something else called frequency and vibration that you transmit to people and transmit to the universe, right? And then when you feel your frequency or your vibration is not good, people start to treat you different. Or when you're gonna do a new project, is go wrong, right? You can feel those things, and you don't understand why. But it comes to basics of this about what you're eating every day, how you treat people, what do you put your money on, or what do you put your mind on, right? And then the point, everybody knows these guys. Everybody understands those things, but it's very hard to put in reality, to do this every day, right? And then believe I've been down there on those wrong path many times. It's bad. So you gotta put yourself into the light and make your mind right. Deixa eu te namorar. E ela chegou. That want to make the video for this song as well. You know. All my dreams are coming true. I just wanna be with you. Then you know we're gonna make what it takes. When you come around, take from me. And when you go away, I take it to you. Ooh, you know you're gonna make, 'cause you know what it takes. Yeah, that's the point, you know. I try to write it out the lyrics as well about when I do music, about what I'm thinking, right, and what people gonna understand about the message. So if you for example you wanna get fit, right, it's a simple task. Everybody knows how to get fit. You gotta eat healthy. You gotta do exercise every day, right? You gotta avoid sugar. You gotta avoid those junk foods, right? You cannot drink soda pop every day. That's the point. Everybody knows those things. But to put in reality and make your habits, that's the key. That's a very, very hard mission to get fit. That's how, like, most of the people, especially in North America, they're not fit. They're not even close to get fit. You know, and then that's the problem about people, because people know those things, but they don't want to put in the reality. They don't want to do the hardship, right? Because it's very hard. For example, I went to the gym a couple days ago. I still beat up. My muscle is still painful, right? It's very, very hard. But you gotta keep going until you getting fit. You gotta eat healthy until you recover, and then you can go do that again. And then this comes in everything in life, right? Everybody wanted the short, easy pathway to succeed, but there is no short, easy pathway to succeed. It's very painful. It's very hard. Most of the people cannot do, you know. But you gotta believe in yourself, and you gotta, you know, I'm gonna do it. And then the point about the song that I just wrote is that you know you're gonna make it one day, because you know what it takes. You know how many days you wake up early and you go to work to make money and put towards your dream. You know how many days you say no to whatever sugar you want to eat. You know how many days you went to the gym and you suffer that pain. You know those things. That's why you know you're also gonna succeed, right? And then the point is, there is a lot of keys to succeed, but it's not guaranteed you're gonna succeed, right? I read this book when I was growing up, when I was a teenager. They called the 10 Laws of Succeed. And I read this book about 3 times, right? And then the point about this book, they say at each chapter of the book, there is one law of success. And then, what do you mean, Nigel? And one law of success, like this outer, they study many successful people. And then they create this book they call 10 Laws of Success. I think that's the name of it. And then each chapter there is one law, right? And then if you follow those laws during certain periods of your life, you're gonna succeed. Is a probability that you will succeed. Is not guaranteed, because you must have something special as well, right? But it's gonna put you in a right frequency and the right vibration, so you can meet people to succeed, right? Because people can see how, for example, if people see the shape of your body, they know how hard it is, and they treat you different from that, right? So that's the point. There is a lot of laws you can follow to succeed, but it's not guaranteed you will succeed, but it improves your chance to success, right? And then that's the whole point when I was teenage. And sometimes in life it's hard, because you don't expect bad things to happen, right? If you get in a car accident, or you lose your rent, you don't expect those things to happen. Or if the economy itself go bad, or if you're born in a bad environment, you don't expect those things, right? But when you become adult, you can change your mindset and your choices as well, right? Because you're deciding what kind of person you're gonna be. And then that's the point. When I come to Canada, I was about 22, right? And one thing that I analyzed, I always knew this when I was a teenager, right? But one thing that I analyze when I come to Canada is, and I come to Canada and I start to understand that you're gonna decide what type of person you're gonna become. It's your